Hello everyone, I'm Sahil. I'm one of the chief residents here at the University of Maryland Midtown Campus program. Thank you for considering Midtown as a site for your future training. We are a part of University of Maryland system. In Baltimore, we have two campuses, the downtown campus or the main university campus and the Midtown campus. We usually call ourselves Midtown. Today, we will provide you with a brief tour of the hospital as well as the ambulatory tower. So this is our hospital lobby. This is the entrance. So this is our gift shop. And this is our coffee shop. Our place to get our daily dose of caffeine. So we have a total of 9 rooms. Each room has a bed and a lamp, as well as a chair and a bow, which is work on wheels. It's a computer which you can use to look at the patient charts. Out of total 9 rooms, we have a lactation room as well as a medical student room. So you have a lactation room here. And then to our rooms, where the residents and the medical students can rest at night. We have the lockers. You get assigned lockers at the start of the academic years. There's a separate locker for everyone. Our medical student room. We have 2 separate restrooms with showers. Okay, so this is our lounge area. This is for our on-call team as well as the night team. The on-call team usually takes over after 4 p.m. When all the other teams sign out to the on-call team. And then the night team takes over at 7 p.m. Usually the night team consists of 1 resident and 1 intern along with the medical student. The cap for the night team is 5 patients. They can get 5 admissions, and then they usually take care of all the rapids as well as codes at the nights. And then in the morning, the night team sign outs to the other teams at 7 a.m. Okay, we have our on-call team here. This is our gold team. Hello guys, that's our resident Pulu. Then we have 2 interns, Bahram and Jerry. We have our Epic EMR. Not showing any patient information. Bo, can you tell us briefly about the gold team and how does that work?
Would not to. So my name is Bo. I'm the gold team resident working for the day. This is our team room. So usually the floor team consists of 1 resident and 2 interns. These are our 2 amazing interns, Jerry and Bahram. So how we start our day on the floor, usually we come to on-call room to take the sign up from the day team at 7 a.m. And from 7 a.m. to 9, the team will sit down in the team room and do the chart review and start their pre-rounding on their patients. Usually the intern has up to 8 patients, so the gold team is usually capped at 16 patients. And from 9 a.m., the team will start formal rounding with attending. We usually finish the rounding anytime between 11 to 11:30. So between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., we'll be having the noon conference. And after noon conference, the team will come back here to a team room to run a list to make sure everything is done, and also may get new admissions. So the assignment, for the team members a bit different. UNA interns are doing the presentation themselves. And while the interns are doing the presentation, the resident is also like chart reviewing the patient to make sure the information is accurate and thorough. And also the resident usually can help with like putting the orders to make sure the orders are put in correctly. If we're not on call, we usually finish our day by 4, and we will sign out to the on-call team. But if we are on call, we will stay in the hospital till like 7 p.m. So from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., if we are on call, we not only take care of our own patients, but we also do the cross coverage for these short call teams. So anything happens for other teams' patient, we need to take care of. We also run the rapids between 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And at 7 p.m., we will sign up to the night team, including the washers and also like the pending admissions. So this is how we do our day, typically.
Now, let's go to our IMC, or the ICU step-down unit team room. Hello guys, this is our IMC team. We have the resident Gajendra, our intern Chris, and 2 medical students, Chirayu and Mini. So basically for the IMC as well, it's quite similar. The day structure is quite similar to our other teams, the gold and purple, as Dr. Boyu has previously laid out. The only difference is that for IMC, we share beds with the ICU. I'll show you briefly the beds. We have a cap of 7. Otherwise, like I mentioned, 1 resident, 1 intern, as compared to 2 residents and 2 interns in the gold and purple team. The day looks quite similar to the other teams. We come in at 7. We get the sign out from the night team regarding the admissions or any overnight events. Then we pre-down on our patients. Rounds start around 8:45 or 9, and then after the rounds we have a noon conference. And like previously mentioned, we sign out to our on-call team around 4 if all the work is done, and or if the IMC team is on call, we stay till 7 and then sign out to the night team. Now we'll go to the ICU. Our ICU is a closed unit with 18 beds. 12 of those beds are for ICU, and the rest of them are for the IMC or the ICU step-down unit. Now let's go to ICU and say hi to our ICU team. Hello guys, we have our ICU team here. This is our intern Martin and our resident Ali, and as you can see, we have our workstations and a nice view. So basically, for overall structure of our ICU teams, we have 2 teams. One of them works Monday through Friday and then works Saturday night, and then the other team works Monday through Thursday and then over the weekend. On a normal weekday, the ICU team consists of 2 senior residents, 2 interns, and 1 or 2 medical students. We also have our ICU attending, an intensivist from the University of Maryland main campus, as well as 1 ICU fellow. The day starts typically at 7 a.m. when we get the sign out from the night team. Then we pre-round on our patients. The rounds start around 9. After the rounds, we have our noon conference, and we work on our tasks as a typical ICU day. The two residents and the 2 interns, one team which consists of 1 resident and an intern is a short call, and the other one is a long call team. The teams alternate. The short call team signs out to the long call team at around 4 p.m. if all the work is done and there's no pending admissions or it's not a busy day. And then the long call team signs out to the night team at 7 p.m. The overnight team consists of 1 ICU resident and 1 intern. We also have a nocturnal critical care support person who helps us in case there's a rapid or a code blue, or we need any help with the procedures. Overnight, we have the tele ICU team, which is staffed by the tele ICU attending and the tele ICU fellow or APP from the main university campus. But now we'll go to one of the ICU rooms and I'll show you the typical ICU room we have. And this is the hallway. This is our nursing station. Now, let's see one of our ICU rooms. So, as you can see, typical ICU room, we have a bed, we have a chair, we have the monitors, and all the equipment needed. We have a nice view. We take our delirium precautions very seriously. Then we have this camera as well as the monitor, which is very helpful overnight. Overnight, we have a tele ICU team, which is staffed by the tele ICU attending and the fellow or the APP directly from the main university campus. We also have a nocturnal critical care support person who helps us if there are any procedures which might be needed overnight, or if there are any rapids or codes which might happen overnight. And right outside the rooms, we have our nursing station, and we have our crash cart, the intubation cart, as well as the bronch cart right there in case it's needed in an emergency. So now we'll go to our ICU break room. This is our break room. And we have the call rooms as well. We have 2 call rooms. Typical call room. We also have washroom and a shower. So this is our family waiting area. And this is our family meeting area. Now, let's go to our library. Hello, Elizabeth, how are you? How are you? Good. So this is our amazing librarian, Susan, and she helps us with everything from finding books or literature search or everything, you just name it. We have all of our workstations here. Residents can come here to type notes or study or just to relax. We have many books. And as you can see, some more workstations and a nice view. And then our Midtown area. Most of our residents stay here around this area in Midtown. So this is our ambulatory tower. It's newly built actually, just opened in 2022. We have 6 floors. We have multiple outpatient specialties here, including cardiology, pulmonology, sleep medicine, GI. We have diabetes, as well as our primary care clinic here. It's on the 10th floor, so let's go there. So this is the 10th floor. We have our primary care clinic here. Just across the entrance, we have our lab, It's extremely convenient for our patients. We can just get the labs done right after the visit. We also have our anticoagulation clinic here. Now we'll go to our resident workstation, resident workroom, as well as we'll also go to one of our examination rooms. This is our patient check-in area. We have the triage area. The check-in area. So for our resident clinic, we have more than 10 rooms which we are currently using for the clinic. We also have a pharmacist who helps with our patient, and starting this week, we are also going to have a social worker. Now, let's see a typical exam room. So a very nice view. Around the hospital area. Then we have the exam table, a typical exam room. We have our otoscope, ophthalmoscope, and if we want to check the vitals again, then we have our workstation. So let's go to our resident workroom. We have a total of 6 workstations, and we have a nice LED TV along with a soundbar for our presentations. Ample supply of our coffee. We have a very nice view there. So just to provide you with a brief overview of our clinic structure, we have our clinic session, which is typically a half-day session. We have 1 or 2 sessions in a week. We avoid scheduling the clinic sessions during the ICU ones or the floor or the night floor. This is just to avoid any interruption in our clinic or our other non-clinical duties. So for our normal clinic day, we have a set number of patients that we follow throughout the years to maintain continuity. The number of patients that you see increase as you progress through the residency years. And just like a typical resident clinic, we pre-chart the patients, see the patients, and then staff with the attendings. We also have a teaching session at after the noon conference, which is we go over the common conditions that we see in the clinics. It's a 30-minute session every day, and it's extremely helpful, I believe, for the residents. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the clinic. Thank you for joining our virtual tour. We invite you to learn more about our program on our Instagram and website. We wish you the best of luck and look forward to meeting you during your interview journey. Thank you.